few presentations here. So there are broadly three kinds of tokens how we are looking at it. One is a cryptocurrency which is used as a currency, so Bitcoin, Ether and all. Second is a token which can act like a security, which becomes, that's what the US how it says, that it's a token, you're calling it a token, but at the end it mimics a share or any ownership in a company. Then it is highly regulated worldwide, including in India. If you see the SEBI's definition of a security in India says, a security is something that gives you ownership or profits or upside in a company or in any asset. And they define it as including shares, bonds, derivatives and others. Including means others can be added here later. So it's a very open definition. So crypto can eventually be included in as a security in India itself. In US they made it very clear, Canada they made it very clear, Singapore they made it very clear. So third kind of token then is, which is in platform use token. So that's similar to frequent flyer miles, that's similar to vouchers from Shopper Stop, that's similar to a token through which you can play a game. Those can be maybe not regulated anywhere as of now. Okay, those are relevant for ICOs if they help build the community. But be careful in what you buy, what you go after. When we talk about cryptos, we are merging cryptos and cryptocurrencies and the tokens. There are thousands of them today and many ICOs are still coming. So just be careful around that, get in the detail. Don't assume it's all legal, it's all straightforward. There are risks associated. I've highlighted some of them I can think of. I'm sure the fellow panelists can add more.
Thank you. Hi, good afternoon everybody. So we're talking about risks of trading cryptocurrencies in India. First of all, what I would like to start with is that when we all were used to using cash, and when we saw the plastic money, the debit cards, credit cards, and even nowadays when we talk about transacting online, even now we see that, you know, sometimes you get a call that your debit card has been blocked, please give us the OTP and your credit debit card number, etc, 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 and they take the money from the debit card. So whenever we are moving from one phase to another, we have to be very careful and we have to make it very safe. So if we have a debit card, we have to make sure that our pins, our OTPs, all of that is very safe. The debit card is safe. If you're using net banking, we make sure that our passwords are safe. Similarly, when we are moving one step ahead, we are going to the digital currency, that if you lose your money, you can't call and tell somebody that we have sent this to the wrong address, please give it back. Or we have lost it, we don't have a private keys. Similarly to when we talk about bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, first of all, what you should be sure of is that you buy your coins from a legitimate exchange platform. You should go and read on the forums. There is a beautiful forum called Bitcoin.org. You can always go there and you will read the views of different people on different exchanges, how they are working, if they are good, not, prices. You should compare the prices, then buy. After you buy bitcoins, one thing which most of the people are confused about is that they say, okay, Bitcoin mining, we'll invest into Bitcoin mining, and they invest in a certain Ponzi scheme which promised them to give them 10% return every month, something like that, and they double your money within 1.5 years or something. Please be careful and read about mining. There are Bitcoin mining calculators. If you want to mine it yourself, mine it on your laptop. Set up miners rather than putting it to somebody, giving your bitcoins to somebody else just to have that particular return. Please be careful because people are losing money because of that. That's the biggest risk which I have noticed in this period. It's been 3 years since CoinSecure is functional. This is the biggest risk that our customers face. They invest the money and they say, okay, we are not getting the money back now. For the first 6 months we were getting it back, but not anymore. So with respect to cryptocurrencies, the first is investment. Always read and research yourself. Don't believe even if there are some famous personalities talking about a certain ICO, invest in this, you will double your money, etc, etc. Research and read for yourself. See why are they charging you, how are you investing, where your funds would be utilized. And then obviously keep your private keys, your passwords, have antiviruses on your laptop, everything else. And yeah, passwords, don't use it on the public computers, etc, etc. Whenever you're sending your bitcoins, read the address properly. And yeah, this is from my side to start with, and then I'm sure we'll move into the specifics as well.
Thanks. Good afternoon, everyone. I think the fundamental question when we are talking about risk, particularly from a legal perspective, is what is cryptocurrency? I think Kunal highlighted a couple of points very critically. He mentioned about the FEMA regulations and the Reserve Bank of India. When you're talking about currency in this country particularly, there's a regulator, the Reserve Bank of India, who regulates currency. And at the moment, the definition of currency is provided, for instance, under the Foreign Exchange Management Act. FEMA does not include cryptocurrency. So basically that means cryptocurrency is not recognized at the moment in this country. Kunal rightly said that it's not banned either, and there are certain advisories that have come from the regulators. The Reserve Bank of India issued a paper I think a while back saying, cryptocurrency is risky. If you're doing it, do it at your own risk, and then highlighted about 5-6 issues that are with the risk. There are two ways to look at it. They are not banning it, but there's a way to look at it saying that do not invest in it. That's a perspective that you can have. The two fundamental regulators, I think Kunal again mentioned, ZEBPAy and Reserve Bank of India in this country are actually a slight loggerhead in terms of what is cryptocurrency. It's a currency, it's a commodity, because unfortunately with so many regulators in this country, if it's a currency, it's regulated by another authority. If it's a commodity which is traded, it's regulated by another authority. So the fundamental risk that I can see is at the moment no regulatory recognition. The fallout of that is if for instance something goes wrong in terms of your trading, in your investments, and whom do you approach? Where is the recourse? Is trading in a cryptocurrency done through what is called in India a legally enforceable mechanism, a legally enforceable contract? At the moment, that is not clear as well. So if the investment goes wrong, who do you approach? Who is the regulator that looks into it? There are other issues around that as well. Your normal currency is regulated by, as I said, a central agency. Who regulates cryptocurrency? We don't know. How is the value with respect to cryptocurrency decided? It's more speculative or is it not speculative? We are not clear on that. So from a regulatory perspective, it's all very hazy at the moment. It's not clear. As rightly pointed out, there's nothing that's preventing you from doing it, but there are a lot of questions around it, which makes you hesitant in trading in cryptocurrency.
Kunal, this follow-up question for you: is cryptocurrency trading or buying cryptocurrency legal or illegal?
Well, it's not illegal, it's not banned, but there's a question of recognition around it. What is the value that you're deriving? Who decides the value around it? Who are the regulators around it? I trade in a cryptocurrency. How is it regulated? As I said, if it goes wrong, is it done through a mechanism that is legally enforceable? To put a layman's language, if I trade on a stock exchange share and something goes wrong, I can approach the Securities Exchange Board of India. If I have a contract with someone with respect to trading in normal currency, and there's something goes wrong, I approach the court because the contract will enforce it a document. If something goes wrong in cryptocurrency, I don't know whom to approach. Is it considered a valid? It will not be considered a valid currency transaction, but is it an enforceable contract? Is it a valid transaction? There's nothing that says it's illegal. At the moment, to the best of my knowledge, there's nothing that's actually giving it recognition under Indian regulations.
So this is the same thing that came across from the panel, that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is like something you take ownership. It should be under your control rather than on exchange. And then if you're doing the trading, you due diligence and then. Alright. So that brought me to this question, and this one is for Anna. You guys have your point. What is the challenges that government is facing when it comes to regulating cryptocurrency?
So I'm speaking on personal behalf, from what I can understand, being just a private player in the space. The challenge government would have is if India has to regulate crypto at some point, which they will most likely will. The first challenge is cryptocurrency is not even defined in the Constitution of India. You can't say anything is legal or illegal without defining what it means to do that. So you can say it's illegal to kidnap someone or it's illegal to dupe someone, but there is a following law which says that it would mean 5 years in prison, it would mean some fines or something. So firstly, you define that in the constitution somewhere that a cryptocurrency can exist. Today it's not there, and defining that means it may have to go through the parliamentary process. There may have to be a lot of legal consultation and they have to do it right. So it will take a long time. It can take a long time. There may be some intermediary guidance that comes in between. So first thing is just recognizing what it is, because not many people have really well defined it. Okay? US has said it is not, if it is a security or acts like a security, then we'll treat it as a security, means we'll regulate every anybody ever selling a token which looks like a security to a US citizen. So let me explain one concept which may be useful, slightly digressing but very useful here. So we all talk about ICOs, there were some presentations here. Indian regulators like SEBI, they regulate any security which is domiciled in India, any company that is domiciled in India. So for example, if I buy shares of Reliance, something goes wrong, SEBI will control that, will get involved. Same thing happened with Kingfisher, same thing happened with Air Sahara, right? SEBI got involved. If I buy Microsoft share from India, SEBI doesn't do anything. SEBI does not have jurisdiction, capabilities or anything like that as of now. It may change in the future. Compare this to US, it's the other way around. US does not even control the Microsoft investments for US guys, but if a US citizen buys a Reliance share somehow and something goes wrong in Reliance, US securities, SEC will come and catch the Reliance management for that, for the non-compliance, if there's any. So some countries work on the origin-based regulation, like India. US-like countries work on origin plus destination-based. Destination is wherever the investment is going. So if I'm based in Thailand, some people think that I can set up something in Thailand and sell some securities in US, and then US SEC will not come after me. US will catch me in Thailand as well. Okay?
So then what is the challenge for the
So
government?
sorry, I was digressing a bit, but I thought it was a useful point. So challenges is, one is define it. B, no country like India or China, which are emerging countries, have their currency that's freely floated. So the problem they have is, Indian rupee, even whenever you convert it to dollar, you have to declare to the Indian government, to RBI or through a bank or authorized agent, that you're using it for higher studies, for travel, for business investment, for whatever. Right? You have to define that. You can't just keep buying dollars. You can't hold dollars as an Indian citizen or Indian
Can I have the videos actually you're recorded? 2-3 videos. Can you just share with me?
Sure. In fact, I don't have to share it. I will share my YouTube channel. You can go and watch all the videos.
Oh, you're gonna put on YouTube channel.
Yeah, it was live by the way. So.
With the vloggers power.
Okay.
Vlogger, so he's like we are gonna work together now.
Can you please share your details? Like
Crypto India.
And share me the number so that
9820 49 33.
Actually, I need all the videos.
I'm right.
Name?
Shiv.
Shiv Gupta.
So by the way, this is the topic. Is it okay? We can sit here.
Huh?
This is okay. We can sit here.
Yeah.
So this topic right now is the topic of the town of India. Everybody wants to understand the money part of it. If I'm putting money, am I okay? Is somebody going to catch me?
But how they can catch
They can't catch.
Because even Chinese, who is crazy, but they still don't decide how they can
Yeah,
catch.
I mean, see, listen. What just happened? By the way, he's Vishal.
Hi.
So he's working on my blog.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Oh, nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
yeah. So we are kind of team up and build up the entire thing. So they can't. Nobody can actually. So even if you look at China, even though they banned cryptocurrency exchanges, they banned ICO, but they have put nobody behind the bar.
Yeah.
They've not taken any. They've not done anything like that, and they were about 50% of all the ICOs across the world. 50% of all the ICOs, so biggest. So nothing happened, right? So nothing happened. So obviously it's the same case in India. Nothing is going to happen. Government will come up with some regulations, like in terms of this is the only amount you can buy. You cannot buy more than that in a day or something like that. But they will take time. But in the meantime, it's a green signal. Today we have more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exchanges in India selling bitcoins. We have Economic Times, one of the newspapers in India, having a guide on how to buy Bitcoin in India. I mean, come on, if they're giving out a guide, you're opening up the market for everybody.
Yeah, that's actually that's very similar to Russia. When people, then government's body said that, okay, we probably need to somehow think how we can regulate it, but every day we have meetup.